Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Blackout Tea channel. I hope you guys are having a blessed and wonderful day. We're going to get into some shenanigans while I'm drinking my coffee this morning, honey. Okay? So, y'all know Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb has been going back and forth and at it after Antoine attempted to bring Mika. Okay? This is Mika on the screen to Corey's show with him, but not only that, Corey got upset because Anton tried to play him in his version. Okay? I think it's just been a back and forth. Antoine has just really been doing too much. He just keeps on and on about it, but it looks like he's heading to try to get a lawsuit. Do your girl a favor. Go ahead, smash that hype button. It's right there. Go ahead. Thank you so much. Make sure that you guys subscribe if you have not and turn on those post notification bells. And please thumbs up the video for your girl, please. Thank you. So y'all know I ain't gonna hold you, honey. Let's go ahead and hear what Mika has to say, okay?
Guys haven't seen me for the last, I want to say 4 days. And when I tell you I have been jet lagged, I've been jet lagged. I had a very nice weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. And we are going to get into a lot. We're going to talk about Don Lemon today. We're going to talk about the new Black Panther Party, the other Black Panther Party, the Nationals, but I don't know. They got a bunch of different sets, okay? However, we're going to talk about that. And we're going to get into also a lot of the nonsense that's happening out in Minnesota, plus more. All right. So, you guys, thank you so much for joining me for that. Now, of course, let's go ahead and get into it. But before we start the show, I want to go ahead and address the whole Corey Holcomb situation. All right. The whole Corey Holcomb incident. Now, 2 weeks ago, I was told that I was going to go on the 5150 show. And I was excited. All right. I was excited about going on the 5150 show. Last Tuesday, I got on the plane to go from DC to LA. I got to the 5150 studios at about 8 p.m. Pacific time. I met Corey Holcomb. I was introduced to him. He shook my hand. Then about, I want to say 5 minutes before the actual show started, I was told I can't go on the show. I said, okay, cool. Then I was told that I could sit on the set, but I have to sit off camera. I said, okay, cool. And that's where I sat for the entire duration of the show. Now, the show starts. And as you know, what happened, because it went viral. All right. So if you guys want to see all of that, you can go watch it. It's everywhere. All right. But with all that being said, as that's going on, when it becomes abundantly clear that it's time to go, myself and security go ahead and start to leave. When I get to the door, as I'm going out, I hear Corey Holcomb say, yeah, leave with your security and your bitch. And I'm not going to lie, I was shocked.
Looking for ways to grow your business?
Let me say this, okay? It sounds like
House Call Pro can help.
Antoine
Because
invited her on a show that he had not asked the actual owner of the show if it was even okay for her to come. Because after the fuss started, it was like that's where Corey Holcomb went. I'm wondering, and it kind of sounds like Antoine lied to Mika in some sort or some way when he invited her to come on the show with him. he probably worded it in a way as if he already had her access to get on the show when he really and didn't indeed tell anybody at the show that she was even coming. It was supposed to be a talk amongst him and Corey. My thing is, I think that definitely something else in the background is playing around. We all know that Antoine is married, but we know that Antoine is one of those married people that likes to play that game. That game whereas they want you to think everything is good in the public's eye, but behind closed doors, Antoine Daniels is a fucking gigolo. Okay? He screams gigolo. And we're going to get into why. Let's go ahead. Where else, Mika?
It's very unfortunate that I would be called the B word because I had such a positive outlook and a positive take on 5150 and Corey Holcomb. Last year here in DC, I literally went to a Corey Holcomb show. So when I found out I was going on 5150, I was like, oh, this is exciting because I just went to see a show. And now I'm having this experience. So it was very unfortunate. Not only that, I hear explain the bitch and this bitch on my show. I don't know who she is. Alluding to the fact that I'm just here and it's somebody's side chick. And I'm nobody's side chick. So it was very unfortunate and very hurtful. That I can tell you. That was my feeling from the experience.
I think Mika's trying to do. She's trying to fix this shit, but it's gonna be really hard to try to even fix it. You know, Antoine Daniels, he had called his wife. If y'all go back one of his videos, he called his wife on the phone and asked her how she felt about Mika. And his wife was like, I love Mika. But if you go through some of the videos where you see Antoine interacting with his wife, you know that she's pretty much there. She pretty much keeps her mouth shut and he is able to do whatever he wants to do. And it's because he makes the money. And it's because she's comfortable with her lifestyle. So she's not walking away. And the reason why she's not going to walk away is because she's already given him authorization. By not saying anything, she's given him authorization. But on top of that, they may have a situational relationship where it's like they can go and sleep with other people, they can go and be with other people, because this is all Antoine Daniels really talks about. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If and I know a lot of you guys, if you've watched him, he's always downplaying folks, and especially women, women of color. He's always downplaying, but women in general. And on Antoine is one of those people that actually he's sneaky about how he does things. You know, he's been very rude to his wife, very disrespectful, even sometimes in interviews or when they're, they've recorded themselves discussing or just talking about anything. He just seems like, the type that you just, you really don't like them, but just this is what it is. That's what I'm getting. Because his wife knows that she's been disrespected. On top of that, Antoine is now trying to say that the damages that has been done, meaning his daughter is now involved in this because Corey went online and actually, pretty much was dragging. I wouldn't say dragging, but he was making jokes about the child. And so Antoine is now saying that his daughter is having issues with how to deal with the situation and that she's been stressed out and, he's going to have to see about getting her some treatment in order to get herself back into, school and doing what she does as a child. So it's kind of like this has been a very controversial situation. Now, bringing families into it, I don't agree, but there is no way that Antoine's wife wouldn't have come into the picture because this is the person that everybody is saying that Antoine had down at Corey Holcomb's show. This is the person. She's now coming out. But if y'all notice, she has not mentioned Antoine's name. It seems like she is trying to distance herself from Antoine. She may be upset with Antoine as well because it sounds like he did not even tell Corey or anybody that this girl was coming with him to this show. They didn't even know her name. They didn't know who she was. Like she was just a random pulling up with him is what she feel like.
But with all that being said, I can say this. I still don't have anything negative to put out about Corey Holcomb or the 5150 show.
Notice again, she did not mention Antoine's name.
I went for a positive experience. I had a positive outlook on what could have been, but it didn't happen. And again, it's unfortunate that all that transpired afterwards. And I was caught in the crossfire between two grown people that were arguing back and forth with each other. So my outlook is this. I don't have any negative views on Corey.
Word today is broken. Every day.
I don't know if even before she recorded, her and Antoine had a conversation about what she was going to talk about or what she was going to say because she's clearly now indicated that like 2-3 times that she doesn't have anything negative to say about Corey. She wanted to get on the show. I could tell she definitely wanted to be on the 5150 show. However, Corey didn't know she was coming. Antoine didn't know she was coming. And Corey said in order to be on his show, child, you got to do you got to do some things for a strange little piece of change is what in other words what he was saying. Okay. So I don't know if Antoine is coaching her like he say he's doing, or if he's trying to have her on his arm every way he goes. Because he's definitely, if you look at their talks and his podcast, there's definitely some type of chemistry there. It seems like maybe he might like her more than she likes him, but y'all know at the end of the day, that with that shit, she'll take his money. So I'm thinking that there is something going on between Antoine and Mika, and she's literally trying to distance herself by coming on and saying something about it because people are now saying, how are you sleeping with Mika if you are supposed to be married, a Christian married man? You know, this person that he actually, I'm going to say his persona that he puts off. People are like, this is not what you ain't supposed to be doing, isn't it? Now you know, so, hey, what else, Mika?
And like I said, it's unfortunate, but I forgive Corey. I truly do. But that was my experience. And I wish nothing but the best for Corey and the 5150 show. I just wanted to come on and really say my piece because I really hadn't said anything. because everybody else was talking. So I wanted you guys to hear it from me. So that was my experience. That's all that really happened because it was a small time frame. So any other narrative is not what it was. This is exactly what happened. And so that's all I really have to say about it because that's all that happened. So you guys want to get down in the comments and let me know what you think about.
So y'all, stop by Red Cup Talks if y'all want. Allegedly, this is the mistress of Antoine Daniels. Okay, there's a lot of I I'm seeing it, others are seeing it. It's just a lot going on with Mika and this Antoine situation, and for some reason, she just wanted to try to clear something up in some type of way because people are now out here saying that, come on, how are you sleeping with him knowing good away? But you could tell with the chemistry that definitely there has been a chance of something going on. And then one of the co-hosts on the Corey Holcomb show said that when she pulled up to work, Mika was in the back seat of the Uber that brought Antoine, the security, and Mika, and she was sitting on Antoine's lap. So this is what the co-host that was there that night said later on, the interactions that she saw. So if Mika is saying, "Oh, I am nobody's side piece," why were you sitting on Antoine's lap? Why were you sitting on his lap? Is Antoine's wife allowing you to share her husband? It's an open relationship over there, open door policy, but ain't nobody supposed to talk about it. I mean, what is it? Because that's what it seems like. Because it seems like everybody is on board. Everybody is on board, all three of them with the open door policy. And I'm telling you, Antoine Daniels has definitely got that gigolo energy and it's around him. He likes a lot of people and wants to portray that a lot of people like him, but they actually getting what they want out of him in order for him to even get off. That's what's going on there. He lets his money do the talking for him. And he knows that with women, that is some women, that is the way to go. So I say they got an open policy, open door relationship, and Antoine Daniels' wife is acting as if she is okay with Mika because she has no choice but to do so. Because if she doesn't, then what else? Now on the sense of how come Mika is upset, I don't know. I don't know. That is the weird part that she's now trying to distance herself because it makes me feel like, okay, is Antoine's wife that naive that she really thinks that they just have some type of working relationship? So I think you can look at it from two different perspectives. Antoine's wife has come out and says that he has split personalities, child. That he dealing with split personalities. Sometimes he good, sometimes he not, honey, please. And now Antoine has been jumping online constantly, just arguing on the daily. He's been doing all these interviews, but now he's trying to turn this thing around and be like, oh, okay, let's take it to court. So he's now thinking about pursuing a case against Corey Holcomb when he's been initiating the negative energy to this because he keeps going on podcasts and talking about this over and over again. So is he really trying to break it down? But I guess now that Corey has mentioned his daughter, he's saying that that's where the line is drawn. When I really think that he was just bulling up to try to get some type of lawsuit going. You understand? I don't know, y'all. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Do your girl a favor. Thumbs up the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those post notification bells. I love you guys. And I'll see you soon. Mwah! Thanks for watching.